Hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here. For the past couple weeks, I've been doing some cravings tappings. Last week, I deviated a little bit and did resistance to loving my body, which if you haven't watched that one yet, I highly recommend you do. If you wanted to see it, it's in my Facebook group called Retrain Your Brain for Weight Loss with Tapping under the guides section, along with the other cravings tappings that I've done before this one. So today we're back to cravings tappings, and today we will be working on chocolate. I know that chocolate is a huge one for a lot of us, especially women. A lot of times around that time of the month, a lot of us crave chocolate. And sometimes we don't necessarily want to get rid of a craving altogether. A lot of times, like around that time of the month, chocolate can be a little soothing. It can also kind of be an indicator for you about where you're at in your cycle. So sometimes I'll notice that I'm craving chocolate, and then I look back at my behavior the past few days before that, and I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense. I'm a little more emotional or a little more sensitive or something like that. And it kind of gives me an indicator like, oh yeah, that's where I'm at in my cycle. So even if we don't want to get rid of a craving altogether though, we do want to have control over it. And that's what the cravings tappings are meant to do. It is geared for tapping on these cravings so we can control the food that we eat and not feel like it's controlling us. Because I know so many times it feels like that. When you have a craving, you're like, I have to have this. It's almost painful sometimes to not have it. So this gives us the control back instead of the food having the control. So right now, if you have chocolate with you, I want you to take that. I have some Hershey's. So if you have it in real life, taste it. If not, just picture it in your mind and picture everything about it. What it tastes like, what it smells like, what it feels like when you eat it, everything like that. So I'm going to do that. And it helps us to increase our craving, which is what we want to do before a cravings tapping. So right now, eating that, I'm actually not craving it that much. I don't know. Let's say I'm a 6. So after you eat your chocolate, just a bite, something small, or after you imagine it in great detail, whatever your favorite one is, go ahead and rate your craving. So if you are at a 0, you don't want chocolate at all. If you're at a 10, you could eat a whole box of chocolate bars, just nonstop. Or somewhere in between. If you aren't comfortable, I'm not really sure where I'm at, rate it a 10. There's no harm. There's no right or wrong answer in this rating. It's just keep that number in mind, because we will rate the craving again at the end to see any sort of progress that we've made. So we will now start and tap on the side of the hand and repeat after me. Even though I really want to eat this chocolate, I completely value and accept myself. Even though I feel like this chocolate has a hold over me and I really want it, I accept how I feel and I'm open to changing. Even though I will feel so deprived if I do not eat this chocolate, I acknowledge how I feel and I'm proud of myself for working on this craving. I'll start through the points. I really want this chocolate. I love the way the chocolate tastes. Eating chocolate makes me happy. It helps me relax, puts me in a better mood. Eating chocolate is a form of self-care. I don't want to stop eating chocolate. Chocolate just makes me feel good. I don't want my chocolate to be taken away. It makes me anxious to not eat the rest of this chocolate. Chocolate just tastes so good when I eat it. There's just nothing like the taste of chocolate. The taste is so soothing to me. The sweet creaminess is so good. Sometimes I like to have something sweet after a meal. It helps cheer me up when I'm stressed or when I'm in a bad mood. I am not giving up my chocolate. But what if I saw chocolate for what it really is? What if I could admit that it's just food? Chocolate can't actually make me feel better. A food can't really relieve my stress or my bad mood. It's just a piece of food. It doesn't have healing powers. It doesn't have emotions. Chocolate cannot love me the way that I love it. What if I told myself that I can have chocolate anytime that I want it? Anytime I want a piece of chocolate, I can have it. It's not forbidden or a bad food. It's just a treat that I eat sometimes. It's not something that I need. It's not something that I can't live without. Chocolate is not something that changes my mood. Only I have the power to change my mood. So while I'll still like chocolate from time to time, I won't feel like I can't live without it. I won't feel like it's something that I need. Chocolate does not have control over me. I have control over what I want, not the other way around. So I can let go of this craving and feel totally at peace. And be proud that I'm making healthy choices for both my body and my mind. Good. Take a deep breath. And now we'll start tapping on the gamut point. And I want you to picture yourself being bathed in a warm golden light. And it runs down from your head, down your neck, over your shoulders, arms and hands, down your torso and your back, over your hips, down your legs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and down past your feet. And feel this light filling your body with joy and positivity and all the good feelings that you crave. Because when we have a craving, we're craving good feelings. So let this light be the source of those good feelings. And feel the warmth grow inside your body. And feel this warmth and light radiate outside of your body, where you're putting joy and positivity out into the world just with your presence. And take a breath and breathe out any stress that you have in your body. And picture that stress dissipating into the atmosphere and just being carried away. And all you can feel is the goodness and joy and happiness of this golden light inside and outside of you. And really let yourself feel that for a minute. Good. Now you can stop tapping, take a deep breath. And that is our cravings tapping on chocolate. So now that you've gone through the tapping, go ahead and rate your craving again. So if I was a 6 before, I would say I'm probably a 2, if that. It might be even less. So see if your craving has gone down at all, which hopefully it has. And if it is still above a 2, I would recommend doing the tapping again. You can either go back and do this one, or you can come up with your own words when you're tapping on the chocolate. So if you have a specific chocolate that you love, Reese's peanut butter cups, caramel with chocolate, anything specific, Twix bars, Snickers bar, anything like that. If you have your specific thing in mind, tap on what you still really love about it. So say it's a Snickers bar and I take a bite and I really love the crunch of the peanuts. I would tap around on that. I really love these peanuts. I love the crunch. I love the way that it crunches in my mouth. Do a full round through the points. Remember, these are the points. So that's the last point there. If there's something else, I really like the nougat. Do another round on the nougat, another round on the caramel, another round on the chocolate. And that should really help bring your craving down to a manageable level where you can look at it. Now, you don't necessarily need to look at it and hate it, but you can look at it and you could push that away and not be bothered. It wouldn't affect you. Like a lot of times when we push something away that we're really craving, it makes us anxious inside. So the tapping is meant to help that. So if you can push that away from you and not feel like you need any more, that's a great indicator that you're at a low enough level with your craving. So that would be a 2 or lower. If you need, more assistance in figuring out, okay, well, I don't know if my craving is high or not. So great job today. I'm really glad you joined me for tapping. If you are interested in learning more about my Retrain Your Brain for Weight Loss program, you can either leave a comment, we can chat, or you can sign up for my 3-day masterclass, which is free. So no obligation or anything there. You can go to my cover photo and on my profile page, you can click on that. And then there's the link that will bring you to the masterclass. So it will start Monday, April 4th. It'll go for 3 days and it's just short sessions, maybe 30 to 45 minutes, just a little more information about tapping and how it can help with your relationship with food and with weight loss. So if you're interested, definitely sign up for my masterclass. And if you need anything else, definitely just put something in the comments, message me, and I'll get back to you. And again, great job. Thank you for watching, and we'll tap again soon. Bye.